Have you ever wondered how big events are covered with insurance? What happens months, weeks, even days before the event? And what happens behind the scenes, backstage, on the field, or even during halftime? Over the past month, the Super Bowl took place at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Under blue skies, packed stands, millions of people watching around the world. But behind the game, behind the halftime show, behind every fan walking through the gates, there's an entire insurance ecosystem working quietly in the background to make sure nothing derails the biggest event in American sports. And today, I want to take you deeper into the adjusting side of this story and show you how the same principles that protect the Super Bowl also apply to every claim you'll ever handle. The universal truth, every claim begins the same way. Whether it's an auto accident, a workplace injury, a house fire, a construction defect, a professional liability claim, or even a catastrophic event like a hurricane or earthquake. Every single claim, no matter how big or small, begins with one universal step: the initial statement. Someone reports what happened. An adjuster listens. The story begins. That's true for a fender bender, and it's true for the Super Bowl. A claims ecosystem on a massive scale. The Super Bowl isn't just a football game. It's a temporary city built for one day with risk everywhere. And just like any claim, it starts with identifying exposures, gathering information, preparing for what could go wrong. Except here, the stakes are enormous. Let's break it down. Insuring the stadium and the event. Super Bowl isn't just one giant policy. It's a stacked tower of coverage spread across multiple insurers because the exposure is too big for any one company to carry. You have general liability, event cancellation, media liability, directors and officers liability, workers' compensation coverage, terrorism coverage. Risk managers walk the stadium months in advance, planning for slip and falls, power outages, pyrotechnics, crowd movement, emergency evacuations, and worst case scenario. This is adjusting on a massive scale. The same principles, just multiplied. Insuring the halftime show. The halftime show is its own insurance universe. Performers and production crews carry liability coverage, workers' compensation, media liability, property coverage. Risk teams evaluate pyrotechnics, electrical hazards, choreography risk, politically charged content, potential defamation or copyright issues. It's the same process as any claim. Identifying the exposure, assess the risk, plan for the worst, protect the people involved. And what about the players and the teams? Players are employees. Their injuries are workplace injuries, so they're covered by workers' compensation, team-provided health insurance, contract guarantee insurance. If a player is injured, medical care is covered. Rehab is covered. Part of their salary is covered. And teams often insure guaranteed contract money. Same structure as any workplace injury claim, just with bigger numbers. And what about the fans? Fans bring risk into the picture too. They need travel insurance, ticket protection, out-of-network medical coverage, auto and homeowners coverage for tailgating, umbrella coverage for large gatherings. Same principle, different scale. Insuring the businesses surrounding the Super Bowl. Business hosting clients at the game need off-premise liability, workers' compensation, liquor liability, special events coverage, prize indemnity insurance. Every one of these is a claim waiting to happen unless it's managed correctly. The connection, how this relates to adjusters. Here's the part most people never think about. The same claim life cycle that protects the Super Bowl, it's the same life cycle that protects everyday people. Whether you're handling an auto claim, a workers' compensation injury, a property loss, or a catastrophic claim, the structure is identical. The beginning, the initial statement. The middle, investigating, documentation, estimates, medical care, repair planning, policy review. End. Resolution, recovery, closure. The Super Bowl just shows this process at its highest level, with more money, more exposure, and more moving parts. But the principles, they're exactly the same. And it's not just the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl isn't the only event protected this way. Every major sporting event you love is insured with the same level of planning, coordination, and risk management. The Winter Olympics just passed, an international event involving athletes from around the world, massive venues, global broadcasting rights, political risk, travel exposure, thousands of workers and volunteers. Every one of those moving parts require insurance. A few weeks ago, it was the NBA All-Star Game. Players, fans, sponsors, performers, production crews, all protected by layers of liability, workers' compensation, event cancellation, media liability, and venue coverage. It's the Super Bowl, the Olympics, the NBA All-Star Game, the World Cup, a concert tour, a marathon, or a local festival. Insurance is the invisible infrastructure that makes modern life possible. It's part of the fabric of our society, woven into everything we do, everywhere we gather, every event we celebrate. And here's the truth most people never hear. These jobs matter. These roles matter. This industry matters. They may not sound as glamorous as IT or artificial intelligence, but the work is just as important as being a doctor or a lawyer. In fact, there are thousands of attorneys who specialize in this world, what we call defense counsel, representing insurers, businesses, municipalities, and individual claims and litigation. Behind every claim, every policy, every risk, and every major event, there are professionals whose work protects people, protects property, and protects the systems we all rely on. I'm Sal Espinoza, and thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe and follow me for more content like this at youtube.com/@AdjustersAcademy.